And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick time out and welcome you to the video. Got some lines and personal leans out for college football week 12. And of course, once again, this is our Big 12 video edition here. Now, before we go ahead and dive into some more free content right here on YouTube, just got to quickly remind you once again that we are red hot in our extra daily pick tier membership on Patreon. We're currently 5-1 in our last 6 extra daily picks on patreon.com/BrockPage. And if you want to access today's extra daily pick, it's only going to cost you just $2.99. We're also 3-1 in our last 4 Underdog tier package picks on that site as well. And access to the Underdog tier is only going to cost you just $4.99. Now, we currently have over 750 members signed up and active on that site. And if you want to join those folks and get in on the action, the link for that site is in the description section below. And once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. And moving on, we are going to dive into our next and final matchup for the show, but it should be a very good matchup. I am looking forward to this one, and I'm talking about Oklahoma State, Oklahoma, and that's going to be a 7:30 p.m. Eastern kickoff at the Gaylord. The Sooners are -7.5 at home. Total's 59. Now, the Sooner defense has given up 28 points or more in 4 out of their last 6. They're taking on an Oklahoma State ball club who's 2-0 straight up this season on the road, 5-1 straight up overall for the year. The Cowboys are scoring 34 points a game when traveling, and they're rushing for 222 yards a game on the road as well. Chuba Hubbard's averaging nearly 5 yards a carry, and he's punched it into the end zone 5 times. Meanwhile, wide receiver Tylan Wallace has 588 yards receiving on the year and 4 scores himself. Wallace is averaging 17 yards per reception. But the real strength of this Oklahoma State ball club has easily been its defense. They're giving up just 17 points per contest, and they're holding their opponents to less than 4.6 yards per play. Now, Amen Obanbamiga currently leads this Cowboy defense with 43 tackles, along with 2.5 sacks. Safety Colby Harville-Peel also has a pair of interceptions from the secondary, 15 total tackles for Peel. Do keep an eye on him, as he has been listed as questionable. Now, this Oklahoma State ball club is holding their opponents to just 118 yards passing on the road as well. And when it comes to the total in this one, 2 out of the Cowboys' last 3 ball games stayed under the posted total. They're officially 67% to the under for the entire season. They're also 6-2 to the under in their last 8 conference ball games. Of course, that dates back to last season. If you're into historical trends, give me the underdog Oklahoma State Cowboys +7 and the under 59 in that contest. And with that, we're going to dive into some shout-outs, once again brought to you by patreon.com/BrockPage. And from our Instagram platform, shout out to Print Name Here, Ryu718. Shout out to One Gold Tipster, Aristotle's H, Luca Rosano from the Waterboy Report. Shout out to Bubba Jonesy, Felix Kleberg, Kevin Hernandez, Jose Villegas. Shout out to Jimmy from Ghost Picks ATS. Shout out to Will Slade, Brad's Dumb Face, Keaton Johnston, Laura Redlaw, Tundeed Nut 17, and Bobby Teckers. And finally, from our YouTube platform, got to give a shout out to Dana Birch, Popeye Sailorman, Stephen Q, Bryman Hunter, Mandrew St. Aguilar. Also want to give a shout out to Eddie Sanchez, Renisha Brown, the Dingman C. Dinger, Kobe the Black Mamba, Calico Jones, and finally, from our YouTube platform, want to give a shout out to Jeffrey Breton, Amir Al-Sayabi, Mike McGee, P. Just Ice, and last but certainly not least, got to give a shout out to my good friend, Tony Hernandez. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on Patreon. If you guys decide to get a package here today, just keep in mind, we'll bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. But most importantly, guys, got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, happy Friday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage. slash Brock Page.